If you love 80s music,
please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.
Welcome to the Choose 80 Zoom room, Owen. Lovely to see you today.
You too, guys. How's things?
Yeah,
very well, thanks.
Looking forward to the sunshine finally coming, hopefully.
Who told you that?
Seems unlikely.
That's it. We're hoping that your song, your favourite Waste of Time, will bring some sunshine to our lives.
Actually, you're probably right. I mean, the every time the song when the sunshine comes, the song gets played. So
yeah,
let's think of it the other way around. Let's play the song, and then the sunshine comes.
That's it. Should we do the next best thing, Owen, and just sing the first line of the song, if that's all right?
That's the way to bring the sunshine out. Let's do it.
Exactly. 1, 2, 3. You're mine.
You're my favorite waste of time.
Yeah. I can see the sun coming slightly.
There you go.
So, Owen, we had the pleasure of interviewing you at Rewind 2017. It was when you played with the British Electric Foundation. So, Ware, Glenn Gregory, Kim Appleby, Glenn Matlock. How did that collaboration come about?
Because I begged them. And that's not even a joke. Basically, what happened was I knew about the BEF for years, obviously. And I knew that they did Rewind, and I knew they did a thing where they brought on guests to do certain songs and things. And I sent emails to Martin Ware for nearly 2 years, maybe more. I was like, come on, Martin, come on, let me do it, please. And he's like, okay, eventually, come whenever it was, 2000, what you said, it was 17 or 18.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, he sent a message to my management and said, okay, we'll do a favorite waste of time and pick one other track, and then you come on as a guest and you'll do it with Glenn Matlock. And I was like, excuse me, Glenn Matlock.
Yeah.
I was like,
you loved the Sex Pistols, didn't you? You've always loved them.
When I first heard Anarchy in the UK in 1976, it changed my whole life. To be
it was so pivotal, wasn't it?
Very much so. And to be with the guy and perform with the guy years later, should I say, the guy that changed my life as a 15, 16-year-old is like an incredible situation.
We were saying before, Owen, that you said it was the 80s festivals, sort of revivals, that inspired you to write some new material. And you've done some really nice singles, you know, This Christmas for one of them, which we also needed during lockdown, which was a wonderful song, and Sparkle in the Rain, which is also still in the charts. How does it feel to be back in the charts? It's doing really well.
It is, and it's incredible. It's all heritage acts, so it's like anyone from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, but it's all the new material, not the old stuff, not a rehash of whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's the brand new stuff that they're doing right now. And because of lockdown, and obviously no gigs, and I'd lost all my festivals and all the other stuff that I did, recording was the answer. And it meant that accidentally, I happened at a time when they invented that chart, I had tracks ready. So like from last March, say, I had one song called the first one we released was a song called Beauty of the Sun.
Yeah.
And it went to number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went to number one. I've never been number one anywhere in the UK at any point in my career.
That's surprising, because I think everyone thinks that was a number one. You're my favourite waste of time. I think everyone assumes that was a number one.
I mean, it was number 3 in the UK, but it was number 3 for a very long time. I think it was in the chart in the UK for something like 16, 18 weeks or something.
That's right. Yeah.
I got a couple of number ones, I think, in Sweden and Australia and other places, but never in the UK. More comedically, in these weird, strange times, my manager says to me, why don't you do a Christmas song? So I'm like, no chance. That Christmas, no. I've never thought of doing a Christmas song in my life. A couple of days later, I'm just minding my own business. I'm in the bath or something strange. and it's like, I'm going, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, that's Christmassy. And then all of a sudden a new song arrives, right?
Yeah.
And it happens so very quickly. It was frightening. Anyway, by the way, writing a song in the bath, I'm in good company.
Really?
Who famously wrote a #1 when he was in the bath? Any idea? In the 80s.
David Bowie?
No.
No? Don't know.
Elton John?
No. It is a legend. It is a legend, though.
George Michael?
Yeah.
No.
So is it a single artist or?
No. Guy in a band, but an absolute legend of all time.
Paul McCartney?
Not bad, but no.
Roger Daltrey?
No.
You'd have to tell us, Owen.
Freddie Mercury.
Oh,
okay.
How did we not think?
So he's in his bath, right? And he suddenly goes a bit like I did with my Christmas song. And he always going da 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 for me. He was going da 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 da, and he's thinking that's a bit Elvis. Da 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 da. This thing, good love. That's the song he wrote in the bath.
You can do your own videos as well, can't you? Because we love the video you've done for the 35th anniversary version.
Oh yeah,
Favourite waste of time. You got your family in there. You've got some old clips through the years. It's just really heartwarming when you watch it. Must be lovely to be able to do something like that together.
Well, it was good. I mean, and the thing about the 35th anniversary is that I virtually forgot that it was 35th.
35 years. God.
But then I was prompted to go, you've got to do something for this. My new album is very country and folk music and very Celtic in places. We thought, why don't we make the 35th anniversary like that?
Back to the beginning, Owen. You were signed to Celtic Football Club, weren't you? Many years ago, and you bravely gave it up to pursue a career in the music industry. And it was the Sex Pistols and the punk era that really inspired you, wasn't it, back in the day? So was that a difficult thing to do? To sort of move from that potential career?
And you said the word brave. I never thought of it as brave at all. It just sort of was obvious to me when I first got signed, because I used to play for my country at schoolboy level and stuff, so I was pretty good. And then Celtic signed me on a full contract, so that was amazing for a schoolboy.
Yeah.
And I used to play with Charlie Nicholas and other Scottish legends and train with them and all that. Ali McCoist as well. Anyway, so we do. So the thing I never liked, right, was the training. Right, love scoring the goals, love playing in front of big crowds, love the glory. The training was killing me. I didn't like it at all.
Physical.
I just wasn't built for it, right? Whereas guys like Charlie Nicholas were full on, they could handle it, they bulked up. I couldn't bulk up at all. Still can. so anyway, then the punk explosion happened, and then everyone was forming bands at the middle 70s, and instead of going to youth clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
And I heard the Sex Pistols because the band my brother formed the band at school.
Oh yes.
And they used to rehearse in our house, right?
A Simple Minds, wasn't it, Owen?
I was getting to that. Right? So they used to play 7-inch vinyl tracks all the time to motivate themselves before they started the rehearsal.
Right.
So they played Anarchy in the UK, Sex Pistols, The Damned, New Rose, The Clash.
Yeah.
And I was upstairs, right? Listening to this. I was never allowed in. Anyway, as you correctly pointed out, that band in my mum's basement was the Simple Minds. Yeah. Anyway, for me, I then got asked to join a band because everyone was. And then I found that I really loved the behind the scenes stuff as much as doing the gigs. So I'd go to school at 8 o'clock in the morning, start training with Celtic at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. At 6 o'clock, get picked up in a van, go to Edinburgh, do a gig, get back at 4 in the morning, go back to school. So I love the gigging and all that, and I love the glory, but I love the boring bits, right?
Yeah.
Like in a studio, listen to a bass drum for days or whatever, and I still love that. And that was what it made an easy choice for me.
Yeah.
To leave.
So that was obviously your destiny, Owen.
I saw it in a flash. I thought I've got to do it right now. And obviously, my dad, who was a Celtic fanatic, was very, very disappointed.
The DJ Peter Powell obviously saw something in you as well, because he signed you to his management company, didn't he? How did that come about?
So he saw me doing a gig somewhere, I think it was in Dunfermline, Scotland or something, because he was doing a road show or something, and happened to be at the same venue that I was at later in the night, and thought, you're a thing. And then, but he didn't particularly like the band, right, that I was in. So then we became friends and we kept in touch. This was, and then I moved to London in 79 or 80, and we still kept in touch. And then I was still with the band, right? And then I started, because I've now become a writer, I was starting to get frustrated with the band, the way they were playing the songs. It didn't sound like I imagined them in my head.
Yeah.
Right.
So I decided to leave the band to try and do it on my own. And I'm not joking, it was within 24 hours of me leaving the band, Pete's on the phone, just heard you've left the band. I was like, yeah. He said, well, I didn't want to tell you to do that. I wanted to wait until you decided to do that. And I was like, okay. He said, well, guess what? I'm going to be your manager. You're going to be a thing.
Yeah.
And then we spent years, because it didn't all happen really quick. We spent years doing demos on little cassette tapes and things and whatever. And then and his company was formed from there. So after my success and getting signed to Sony UK, he then signed Philip Schofield, then he signed Ant Deck, then he signed Davina McCall, and then Zoe Ball and Anthea Turner and more.
We bet you constantly asked about the Osbournes incident, and we have watched the episode. It is funny. Was it funny for you at the time? Did you know you were being filmed?
No.
No.
No and no.
No. You had all manner of things chucked at you, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, there was a ham, wasn't there? And something else came over.
There was quite a few things. Basically, we had no idea any filming was going on. I'd been there for some months, actually, in my friend's house in Beverly Hills. We were working there, actually. And we noticed a weird building being built next door. And it was like ornamental Gothic engravings in the wall and stuff. And we were like, that's a bit strange. I never thought anything of it. And then the fighting started during December, because in December and January, Scottish people get the guitars out, go into the garden and sing a song, woohoo, and sing whatever.
Yeah.
And this was annoying them, right? And then they started to throw things over the wall. But we had no idea at that point that it was the Osbournes or that it was being filmed. It was months later that MTV got in touch and said, can you sign these documents so we can show that footage? We were like, what footage?
Oh.
Right. So we said we're not signing that until you give us the footage and let's have a look.
Yeah.
Anyway, they wouldn't let us have a look. So we didn't sign. And then they used it anyway, but they blurred our faces out. That's how they got round the law. Okay. Anyway, the episode comes out. It launches probably the first reality show that had ever happened. It does very well. Then episode 3, the one I'm in, which is called The Noisy Neighbours or something, became the biggest show that MTV have ever had and still is.
Very famous person that has come into your life was Boy George.
Yes.
So when you left the music industry, you started a musical, didn't you, in Leicester Square, and you did ballroom dancing, didn't you?
Let me explain. So after I'd left being a front man and releasing records and stuff, I worked behind the scenes as a record producer, and then got involved with a business partner of mine, and we found an old church hall in Leicester Square in London, right in the heart of London, and we started a ballroom dancing club, which was very, very successful. We did like 9 years or something.
Do you dance yourself, Owen? Sorry.
I've got all the moves, mate. Oh yeah.
It's
Strictly. We see you on Strictly.
No chance. I'm overqualified. So anyway, we're running this ballroom dancing club. It's going very well. This one day, random, because we had security cameras at the top of the stairs, I can see Boy George on the camera. He's walking down the stairs. I'm like, uh-oh. So I say to everyone else, leave this to me. Guys, leave this to me. I'd met George loads of times, right? But I knew him. He had no idea who I was at all, right? So he sticks his head in the door and says, is this a venue? I went, well, it's a church hall. It's a bit, old style church hall. And it really was. It was dilapidated and all that. So, but we done it up a bit ourselves.
Yeah.
So he says, can I have a look around? So I was like, yeah. So I showed him around. I thought actually he was coming to dance, but no. So I take him around the place while it's all going on. He's like, oh my, I'm putting on a brand new musical, and I don't want to put it in a theatre like the normal ones for Lloyd Webber or Macintosh. I want to find an unusual place, and I want to build it so that the audience can be inside the musical. I was like, nice.
Yeah.
He said, would you guys be interested in it coming here? I was like, yeah, fine. He says, well,
wow.
I said, obviously we'll do it up, right? He says, and we'll refurbish it. We'll put in showers for the actors, and we'll do proper theatre seating and all that. And we'll put in a sound system, lighting, la la la, right? And he says, so if you give us a good deal on the rent, can we make an arrangement? So
yeah,
I say to him, well, what would happen if the show lasts one night or 1 week or 1 month? Right? So he says, listen, let's make a deal right now. He said, if that happens, you guys keep everything. All the chairs, all the PA system, all the lighting, all the stuff. He said, you keep it, we go from there. Anyway, needn't have worried. It lasted 3.5 years. Sold out every night until it moved on to Broadway.
That's fantastic. What a great achievement, Owen, to be part of that.
Yeah, that little guy at 15 who decided to want to be in the music business suddenly has a theatre in the West End with Boy George, and it's a roaring success.
Oh, that's amazing.
That is amazing.
Owen, we'd love to talk to you forever, but Zoom is going to cut us off in 1 minute time. So
that's okay.
Enjoy the rest of your day, and we hope we can catch up with you again.
Hope to see you at the festival soon.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
If you love 80s music, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.